into Tiffany & Co.'s, I was like blown away by these ones. They were sitting in the cabinet with another pair that had diamonds on them. And I just was like, wow, those earrings, like those pearls are incredible. They were so shiny. They were just like gleaming out at me from behind the glass. Hello, welcome back to my channel. I am Billy and this is Billiexluxury. So today I have a really exciting Tiffany unboxing for you guys. I just had my birthday on the weekend, so I'm going to share with you the beautiful item that I got from Tiffany's for my birthday from my partner and kids. So we're going to unbox it and then I'm going to go through all the details of it and give you a bit of a rundown on the item and other similar items that they have available in Tiffany. Hi, I'm Billy. My channel is all about my love of luxury items. I do handbag reviews, jewelry reviews, unboxings and insights. So if you love watching that sort of stuff on YouTube, you've come to the right place. I would love it if you would join my community and hit that subscribe button so you can be updated every single time I upload a video, which is every single week. Also, I have just joined the TikTok revolution. So if you're on TikTok, I would love it if you would head over and follow me, give me a like. My handle on there is Billiexluxury, the exact same as it is here and the same as on my Instagram. What you get in it is obviously your receipt and then the beautiful blue box. So let's unbox this together. A white ribbon. I did notice that they sprayed perfume on this bag as well, some of their own in-house perfume, and it just made it smell really, really beautiful. They also gave us San Pellegrino sparkling water while we were in there and some little chockies, which was really nice. So the nice blue box. Inside is like a suede box, and then inside that is some pearl earrings. So these ones are part of the Tiffany signature pearl collection. So they are Akoya pearls. So I will get into what the different types of pearls are, where they're sourced, etc. later in the video. But we'll just talk about these ones first of all. So these are in the 7.5 to 8 millimeter size, and I feel like this size is perfect for everyday wear. I have been wearing them. I've had them for a few days, so I've just put them back in so that I can, you know, unbox for you guys. But I have been wearing them, and I do want to say this size I feel like is perfect for every day and perfect for sleeping in. I have slept in them for 2 nights, and honestly I haven't even felt them in my ears, and they haven't been annoying at all. I was worried about, you know, a pearl being like quite a large circle and it feeling uncomfortable when I slept, but absolutely not the case. Super comfortable for sleeping, which is amazing. So this is the pearls. So as you can see, they're really, really luminous. They're so shiny, they literally look like mirror. The sheen on these pearls is absolutely amazing. The stem is 18 karat white gold. This particular pearl doesn't come in yellow gold or rose gold, which would have been my preference, but I'm not worried because it's the backing of an earring anyway and you don't really see it. Okay, now when we're taking a look at the pearl, you can see it has the most beautiful sheen to it. 750 and Tiffany & Co. There is 2 little bits on the stem that help to hook this on so that it is not easy to come off. So they are very, very secure. If you can see on the stem here, it actually is engraved with Tiffany & Co. Can you see that engraving? I don't think I can zoom this camera in anymore. But look at the sheen on that. It's absolutely incredible. Perfectly round. I'll grab the other one to show you so we can do a bit of a comparison. They have matched these 2 pearls perfectly. They are pretty much identical. Obviously pearls are a natural material, so you're never ever going to get 2 the same, but they have matched them pretty much perfectly in my opinion. See the engraving there, Tiffany & Co. on the stem? They are a beautiful earring. They're so shiny, they literally look like mirror. I always do heaps of research before I make a purchase. So going in to these earrings, I was looking at Mikimoto, Paz Paley and Tiffany & Co, which are the three well-known pearl companies. So Paz Paley is an Australian South Sea pearl brand. They actually dive for the pearls, and their pearls are like next level. So I did go into Paz Paley and try on some pearl earrings. I went into Tiffany & Co, and I also was looking at Mikimoto, but unfortunately they don't actually ship to Australia, so there was no way that I could buy their pearls. So then I'm deciding between Paz Paley and Tiffany & Co. Went into the city to check them out. I had been into our local Tiffany's to check out pearl earrings, but they didn't have a very good selection, and they didn't have the bigger size ones that I was after. So I ended up going to a different Tiffany & Co.'s to check out these ones. I did look on the website, and that did let me know that they were available in this particular store, so that I knew that they had some there. Now, when I walked into Tiffany & Co.'s, I was like blown away by these ones. They were sitting in the cabinet with another pair that had diamonds on them. And I just was like, wow, those earrings, like those pearls are incredible. They were so shiny. They were just like gleaming out at me from behind the glass. Now, as we know, jewelry stores always, have the most amazing lighting. And, I feel like with diamonds especially, you kind of have to see it outside in the natural light when you're going to spend a lot of money on jewelry, because sometimes you just can't believe what it's going to look like in the store, because the lights are all shining down and they make it look absolutely incredible. So, I did have a look at these. They let me try them on, and I was like, yeah, those earrings are amazing. They are so shiny. So then I went and had a look at Paz Paley. I was looking at the Keshi earrings that are the same sort of size as this, around about pretty much the same price, but in a Keshi style, so not a round style, more of like a natural sort of distorted style. I don't really know how you would explain a Keshi pearl. It's not perfectly round anyway. And in comparison to these, I just went straight back to Tiffany. I was like, these are so beautiful. They're literally exactly the pearls that I was looking for. Now, a little bit of pearl education. I have talked about pearls and mother of pearls previously on my channel when I was talking about a Van Cleef and Arpels mother of pearl pendant that I have. So I've done a video all about that and some details about different pearls. I have also done a video all about this necklace. This is also a Tiffany & Co. necklace. This is actually the Diamonds by the Yard necklace. So if you're interested in learning about this one and hearing a review, I also have that on my channel. So I'll link those two videos that might interest you in the description below. But when you're looking at pearls, there is a few different types of cultured pearl. There's freshwater, which obviously grown in freshwater. There is South Sea pearls, which are the most expensive type of cultured pearl. They sort of are like your golds to white. When you see like a really gold colored pearl, that is generally a South Sea pearl. So Paz Paley pearls are South Sea. An Akoya pearl is what this is. They are typically your perfectly white button pearl. They have luminous and lustrous, they're a really beautiful white pearl. And in comparison to your freshwater, which is also a white pearl, the freshwater is the cheapest type of pearl, and they don't have this sort of sheen on them. So when you're comparing the two, the freshwater is more of just like a white, and these are a really shiny, standout sort of white. So that's the comparison. Obviously you get what you pay for. Freshwater is cheaper, Akoya is more expensive. And then when we're taking a look at a Tahitian pearl, they are more your blacks and greens. I actually have one. I'll go and get it. I'm going to show you so that we can do a little bit of a comparison between the Akoya and the Tahitian. Hold that thought. Okay, so when I was in Rarotonga quite a few years ago, I actually went to a pearl farm and I purchased a Tahitian pearl. So this here is a Tahitian green pearl. It's about 1 centimeter in size, so it is bigger than the earrings. The earrings are 7.5 to 8. But this is what a Tahitian pearl looks like. They're sort of like a dark black, green, grey sort of colour. I do actually intend on getting this made into a necklace. I just haven't got around to it yet. But this is the comparison. This is the difference between an Akoya pearl and a Tahitian pearl. So I will give you some juicy close-ups of that a little bit later. One thing, one little tip that I have is how to tell if you're buying a real pearl, and is if you rub it on your teeth, it'll feel gritty. It feels gritty, whereas an imitation pearl will feel smooth on your teeth. Another way to tell if your pearl is a round pearl, not a button pearl or a Keshi pearl, is if you roll it, it'll go in a straight line if it is a perfectly round pearl. If it is not, it'll sort of roll off to the side a bit. So that's another little interesting fact. But yeah, so this is what a Tahitian pearl looks like, and this is an Akoya pearl. The next sort of pearl that I intend on getting would probably be a South Sea. I really love like the goldy color, but they have a huge jump in price from these ones. This size, 7.5 to 8 millimeter in the Akoya, was 1,250 Australian dollars at Tiffany's. And the same sort of comparable size, or maybe just slightly bigger, in the South Sea was about 3,000. So there's a pretty big jump in price when you move into the South Sea pearls. The Tahitian pearls are just slightly more expensive than the Akoyas. So I think a Tahitian in like a similar sort of size pearl earring was about 1,500 Australian. So about 250 more than the Akoyas. But I really wanted a pair of Akoya earrings because I feel like they're just so beautiful. Okay, so when we're taking a look at the comparison between the Tahitian and the Akoya, you can see the Akoya is very white and the Tahitian is very dark, but they both have the same sort of luminosity. So the Tahitian one I have, even though it looks more sort of blacky grey, it is actually described as a green pearl. In different lights, even in this light, it looks even more bronze, so it's kind of a bit of a chameleon. See how beautiful the Akoya pearl is in comparison. Okay, so a little bit of pearl education for you if you're not familiar with pearls or how they're made. So the difference between a pearl and mother of pearl is the pearl is actually found inside the shell. The mother of pearl is the shell. It is the inside lining of the shell. So the reason it's called mother of pearl is because it's like a mother, you know, like encasing its baby. So that's interesting. So a pearl, a cultured pearl, is made by putting an irritant into the shell, right? And then the pearl covers the irritant. Could even be like a grain of sand or something, a little ball, something that they put inside the pearl when they're culturing it. And then it just gets covered and covered and covered by a substance called nacre. So that is what gives it the luminosity. It is this that is, you know, this is nacre. So over years and years and years and years, it just puts layer upon layer upon layer of nacre over this irritant, right? Until, you know, 7 years or however long has passed, and then they would go and collect the cultured pearls and take all of the pearls out of them. So that's how a cultured pearl is formed. Now, a natural pearl found like out in the ocean that hasn't had an irritant put in it by a human, which is culturing it, is worth millions of dollars. If you find a pearl that, you know, just in the ocean that has just been made like that, it is worth an absolute ton. And what they do is they like x-ray the pearl to see what is inside so that they can tell if it's a natural pearl or if it is a cultured pearl. So that's why cultured pearls are heaps more cheaper, because they've been made that way. They pretty much had an irritant put in the shell, put back into the water in a pearl farm and left there for years to grow heaps of layers of nacre over the top to form a pearl. And then when they feel that they're big enough or they've been growing for long enough, then they will remove the pearl and start the process all over again. So your Akoyas, your South Sea and your Tahitian pearls are all grown in salt water, and then your freshwater are grown obviously in freshwater. So that's how a pearl is formed. Now, mother of pearl is much the same. It is just layer upon layer upon layer of nacre inside of the shell. The shell lining creates that beautiful mother of pearl inside the shell, and they also use that for jewelry. Van Cleef and Arpels use it for their jewelry. I have mother of pearl necklace and a mother of pearl bracelet from Van Cleef and Arpels, and it's a very similar look. When I compare these Akoya pearls to my Van Cleef and Arpels mother of pearl bracelet, they do look very, very similar, but obviously this is a button and that is like a slice of mother of pearl. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a comparison between Van Cleef and Arpels mother of pearl and the Tiffany & Co pearl. So as you can see, because they are a natural material, they come in all different color variations. So very, very similar, but the mother of pearl comes from the shell and the pearl is inside. Beautiful. So what do you think of my birthday present? I'm really, really happy with them. I feel like pearls are so chic and so sophisticated, and they just really like uplift any outfit. They just look absolutely beautiful. I would love a full pearl necklace. In the future, I do intend on buying one. I like a keshi pearl necklace. So a little bit of info about what a keshi pearl is. So a keshi pearl is kind of like a deformed sort of pearl. It's not a perfectly round pearl. It's not a button pearl. It's kind of like a bit of an odd shaped pearl. And the reason for that is when they culture it, they put their irritant in, right? If the shell rejects the irritant, throws it away, it still forms layer upon layer upon layer of nacre inside the shell to form a pearl. But because it doesn't have like a tiny little circle inside anymore because it's thrown it away, it just forms its own shape. You know, it doesn't have a shape already to go off like say a round cultured pearl does. So it just sort of forms its own shape. So some of them are quite round, but they're kind of a little bit slightly distorted sort of round pearl, and they are pretty expensive actually because they are solid nacre. They don't have anything in the middle. So when they x-ray them, there's no little circle or anything in the middle of the pearl. It's purely just nacre material in the pearl. So they can be very expensive as well, keshi pearls. And that's when you see those beautiful pearl necklaces of sort of different shaped pearls. That's a keshi pearl. So they're really beautiful too. But yeah, that is my unboxing, review, information session on pearls. I hope you enjoyed. If you're considering buying pearls from Tiffany's, the Akoya pearls are beautiful. These ones are called the Tiffany signature pearls. You can also get these with a tiny diamond on them as well. Otherwise, the Freshwater pearl earrings that Tiffany sells come with silver, not 18 karat white gold, because they're a cheaper version. And then the South Sea pearls you can get in a variety of different colors, sort of ranging from white to gold, and they are slightly more expensive, but they also have 18 karat gold backing. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for visiting my channel. If you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, a like. The more people that like it and thumbs up to it, the more it gets pushed out on YouTube. So I would love it if you would like my video and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment. I always reply. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.